Hey guys, welcome back to Living Lightly. If you've been joining us over at Facebook, you know that we've been doing a prayer reset devotional, and today is day 12. We reached the end of this devotional. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that it has encouraged you in your prayer time. Today we're going to be talking about endure. So yesterday we talked about love. It's all about love. We return back to our first love in prayer. The bottom line on this reset is fanning our affections for the Lord Jesus and people everywhere. So today we're going to be talking about enduring. As we reach the culmination of this prayer reset, I want to highlight the crucial role of endurance in prayer. Endurance is essential if we are to attain what Paul called praying without ceasing. That comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:17. It can be tempting to review this reset as an experiment or a test run, as though to say, if I can get something meaningful out of these 12 days, then I'll continue. But that's like planting a kernel of corn and saying, if I get a harvest of corn in the next 12 days, then I'll plant more. It can be days or weeks before we begin to reap the benefits of the seeds that we sow in prayer. However, the scriptures assure us that reaping eventually follows sowing. Galatians 6:8, it says, "For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life." So if we sow to the Spirit, we'll reap to the Spirit. It's impossible to keep sowing to the Spirit without ultimately reaping authentic spiritual vitality. So how do we do this? Sow time into word meditation and you'll reap word illumination. Sow grace-empowered effort into prayer, and you'll reap the satisfaction of a vibrant prayer life. Sheer willpower or inspiration might carry our devotional life for 12 days or so, but only Spirit-empowered endurance can carry us long-term. So I want to encourage you to ask the Lord just for enduring grace to sow time and energy and faith during your prayer time, during your walk with Jesus. And I want to encourage you to push through it, to endure, to keep praying, to keep after it. If you have to, set an alarm. That is something that has been a great help for me. I'll set one in the middle of the day, and it's just a way for me to reorient my heart, and it gets me into the habit of praying throughout the day. So I hope this devotional has been encouraging to you. Let me know if it has, and if you've seen any big changes or benefits already in this devotional. We're going to be doing a quick bodyweight HIIT workout, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. So grab your mat, grab some water, and let's get after it. Let's reach it up. Ooh, just open the chest. Let's do that again. Round the spine. Open it up. Lift the chest. Round through, lift. Alright, we're going to go to our ankles. We're going to take it nice and easy this morning. Just going to wake the body up. We're going to roll the ankle, rolling to the foot one way and then the other. Just getting out any pops, cracks. Getting some fluid in the ankle joint here. Alright, we're going to go to our head now. Let's draw some big circles with the nose. Just take it nice and easy. One way and then the other. Big circles. And let's look down and lift the chin. We want to make sure we take care of the neck. We're going to go back and forth here. And then we're going to take the ear to the shoulder. Get side to side. Pressing that shoulder down and away. Ooh, that feels really good. Alright, give me a little march here. We're going to start to get some fluid in our hips, our legs, get our heart rate up a little bit, get the blood flowing. All right, give me a march. We're just going to pump the arms. We're going to march it up and back. Nothing too complicated, right? Up and back. Starting to get some fluid in our shoulders as well. All right, let's add some arms. We're going to reach it forward. Keep this movement going with the legs. And wake up the brain a little bit. Opening up the chest. Alright, then we're going to march it side to side and reverse your arms here. Opening the chest, reaching back. Having to think about this one. And lifting our legs up. Alright, then coming center, we're going to do some circles with the knees. Just opening up the hips here. pulling that circle, really lifting that knee up, taking it over. One more each side. All right, I want you to pull the elbows back, opening the chest, and we're gonna reach it on the diagonal. Reach and pull. Reaching through the fingertips, so we stretch out that side. Starting to warm up our spine here. Reach and pull it back. Keep it going. Right, give me one more each side. We're gonna bring our feet together. We're gonna open the chest, allow the back to arch, and then we're gonna tuck the pelvis, round through, lift, round through. Keep this going. Really reaching through the fingertips. Getting some fluid in our shoulders, pulling up our spine as we tuck the pelvis forward. Reach, one more. Right, we're gonna come center, give me some quad pulls right and left. Oh my goodness. I went to the gym and lifted really heavy, so I was waddling all weekend. But like I said, movement is one of the best things that you can do when you're sore. So we're gonna move together today. Back and forth. We're pressing that knee down, pushing the hip forward as we stretch through those muscles. All right, give me one more each side. Then we're gonna do knee hugs. So we're lifting the knee up to the chest. We get a little hug in, lift. We want you to maybe leaning back just slightly, lifting, stretching through that hip flexor. Give me one more each side. All right, we're gonna face our left side, flexing our left foot up towards our face. We're gonna do those hamstring circles. So reaching in low, lifting up, opening the chest here, pressing through that right heel to drive ourselves up, stretching over that left side. All right, give me one more big circle. We're gonna shift our weight forward. We're gonna reach our arm down, and then we're gonna lean it back, tuck the hip, reach it back. We're gonna lean forward, reach down, reach it back. So we're drawing a big figure 8 with that arm. Reaching, bending that front knee, and opening the chest. Give me one more. All right, let's do the other side. Starting with that hamstring circle, we're gonna flex our foot towards our face. Let's reach it down, coming up. Ooh, that feels really good. Stretching it over, and lifting it up. So waking our body up, getting ready to move a little faster. Reach, give me one more. We're gonna shift our weight forward, reach it forward, and then reach it back, tucking the hip. Reach, stretching through that hip flexor. Keep it going. Reach it back. Give me one more. Right there. We're gonna bring the feet apart, coming center. Let's reach the arms out, and we're gonna drop it side to side. Lifting up, stretching through that side. Just taking it back and forth, pulling that shoulder back, keeping our chest open. Lift it up. Starting to warm up our core here as well. Maybe one more each side. Alright, let's lift up. And we're going to dive it forward, feet apart. More forward fold. If you need to, you can bend the knees here. Take a slight bend in your knees. We're just going to stretch side to side. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. And we're going to start to bend the knees right and left. If your hands aren't on the floor, that's okay. You can come up here, hands on your hips, wherever's comfortable for you. Just stretching through that inner thigh here. Turn the toes out just slightly. We're going to squat down, swing the hips down. If you want to, you can use those elbows to press the knees apart for a deeper stretch. Or you can sit here. Let's straighten the legs, lifting up. We're going to heel toe the feet together. Once you tuck the hips, bend the knees, we're going to round through the spine, reaching it up. Right to the edge of our mat. I'm going to turn sideways here. One more little move. Let's reach it up. Diving it forward into forward fold. Then we're going to walk it out into plank. And then we're going to lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Just stretching through the calf here. Rolling through that foot, seeing how that feels. Let's step the right foot up into that runner's lunge. We're going to plant our left palm and reach the right arm up for a spinal twist. Breathing deep, stretching out this glute here. Let's come back center, step it back to downward facing dog. We're going to step our left foot up, just repeating that same thing on the other side. Planting our right palm, reaching that left arm up. Breathing into the stretch. Alright, let's come back center. Press the back to downward facing dog. Then we're going to walk our feet up to meet our hands into forward fold. Rounding through, spine, reaching up. Alright, so I encourage you to go ahead and keep moving. Keep stretching as I go through our moves today. Again, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. So we want to go as hard as we can during those 45 seconds to get the full benefit out of our workout. Our first move, and show you your low impact option first. We're going to do a cross hop. So feet are a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to send the glutes back into a squat. Your low impact option here, you're going to lift up, tap your left over your right, squat down, right over left. We're going to go back and forth, squeezing the inner thighs, taking that foot across. Your high impact option, we're going to add that hop and cross it in the center. So it looks like this. Keep up, squeezing the inner thighs together, and hopping it back out. Alright, that's your first move. Your next move, you're going to face the left. We're going to sprint your knees. So for 45 seconds, we're going to work this side. Next 45 seconds, we're working that side. We're going to bend that front knee. This is a low impact option everyone's doing, but it's going to get the heart rate up. We're going to lean forward, bending that left leg. We're going to drive the right knee up towards the chest as we're still leaning forward and driving the arms back, just like this. So imagine that you're about to run a race. You got to get low, and you're taking off, exploding through that foot. Next round, we're just going to do the same thing. Other side, which will pump the arms and help with the heart rate up. Our next move, we're going to do what's called a good morning. So, feet are about hip width apart. We're going to reach our hands behind our head, if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can keep your arms in. You're going to have a slight bend in your knees. I'm going to show you from the side. We're just going to lean forward and bring it up. So that's a good morning. We're working on strengthening the back. But when we come up, you're going to give me 2 oblique crunches, right and left, just like that. We're going to lean forward, working our back, and then trying to pull that shoulder to our knee, our hip, just back and forth. So we're working on strengthening that core from a standing position. Your next move, it's a fun one. We all love this one. We're going to do a pike jump. So your first option, you can come down here into a push-up plank. We're going to lift the hips up. You can step it side to side if you'd like to. We're just lifting the hips up, working on our shoulders, our stability, and our core. Your next option, you can try hopping it to the side, hopping it to the center, hopping it to the other side. Or your other option, you can try hopping it side to side, fully, lifting the hips up. I'm going to tuck my shirt in. Didn't think about that one. If you need to, if that's too much on your shoulders, I want you to come to a standing position. You can get low, and you can take it side to side here, or you can do a little hop, just like that. A little brace the core, landing softly, toe ball heel. Or if it's too much for your shoulders, and you don't want to add that hop, we just stay low and step it side to side, just like that. All right, your next move, since we're already down on the mat, let's go ahead and take it here. We're going to do, the only name I know for this is commando. So if you know another name for this, please comment down below. I don't know, it just sounds kind of funny to me. But what it looks like. Your first option, you can do this on your knees. So we're going to come to a push-up position. We're going to drop our right elbow where our right hand is, left elbow where our left hand is, and then we're going to replace our elbow with our hand, coming up. We're going to switch back and forth, so we're going to go right, then we go to the left side starting first. So this is your one option. If you want to, you can come lifting your knees up, keeping our back flat, core is tight. We're going to do right, and then starting with the left, back and forth. We're strengthening the upper body, working on shoulder stability, and really working the core here too. And then your last move for today, since we're already on the mat, we're going to do a plank. We've got lots of options for planks here. You can come into a push-up plank. You can come into an elbow plank with the knees up. You Knees down, toes up, toes down. You can do side planks, lots of variations of planks. So, whatever variation you would like to take, go for it. We'll see what I feel like in a moment. Grab your sip of water, tell yourself you can, get ready. Gonna get after it this Monday morning. Alrighty, it's a 21-minute workout. We're gonna get after it, starting with that cross hop. Telling ourselves we can. 3 rounds. In 3, 2, and 1. Top the feet out, cross the center, getting low. Dropping the hips down, squeezing inner thighs as we come up. Again, you can always take that hop out, stepping it across. But you keep your back flat, core tight here. Lift it up. Working the legs. Heart rate's gonna go up. If you want to, you can incorporate those arms a little bit. Whatever's comfortable for you. Breathing deep. Keeping our back flat, swinging our hips down low. Lift. Keep it going. You can do it. Lift. Breathing deep. Getting a strong foundation and exploding up. Alright, rest. Whew. Feeling it in my legs this morning. Alright, we're going to go to that sprinter knee. Turn first to the left side. Getting that front leg, getting a good foundation. Leaning forward. Getting the arms ready. Let's go. And just send that foot back. Just tapping it slightly. If you need to, you can slow it down. Focusing on pulling that knee up. But we're working the core here as well. As we lean forward, you're also going to feel it in your glutes, in your legs. So we're having to stabilize here. Once you pump the arms, fist or fingertips to eyebrows. It's going to help get the heart rate up. Who knew? That a low impact option where one foot is solely on the ground can drive our heart rate up like this. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Try to move as fast as we can for these 45 seconds. Getting ready, leaning forward, finding our foundation. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Just driving that knee up, focusing on squeezing our abs. Breathing deep. Keeping our chest up, our neck up, so we don't want to drop our neck here. But we want to look forward, running towards the goal. Looking up. Just tapping that foot back. So all of our weight is really on this front leg here. Breathing deep. Exploding through that foot. Keep it going. Getting our balance. Having a bend in that front knee. Just like a little pulse in that front leg. Almost there. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. We're going to go to that good morning with oblique crunches right and left. If that's not comfortable for you, you can crunch it side to side. If that feels better for you than taking it this way. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good mornings. And then oblique crunches. Pulling the elbows back. So we're catching our breath here. I want you to keep your chest up. We're focusing on strengthening those back muscles. So we want to have a slight bend in our knees here. Really getting low. Come forward. Keeping our back flat. So from the side, we're keeping our chest up, really pulling our elbows back. Breathe it out. Keep your neck extended. Lift. Belly button to our spine here. Lift. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Getting ready for that pike jump. We're going to make our way to our mat. If you're going to build a mat. If not, stay still. Alrighty. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. You can hop it side to side. You can step it right and left. Or your other option, you can hop it side, middle, side, middle, side. Your standing option, I want you to either hop it side to side here, or you can step it. Whatever you need to do, bracing your core, getting low. Remember, you can do these on your knees, or you can do it in a push-up position. 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop it down, lift it up right, and let's go to the left side. So we're going back and forth, trying to keep that wrist in line with our shoulder, and that elbow in line with our shoulder. Hardest part here is trying to keep the hip still, the torso still. So we want to pull that belly button to our spine. Again, you can always drop down to your knees if you need to. We're working the upper body here, working on our core stability, strengthening the upper back, the shoulders. Almost there. Press it up. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's sit it back. We're going to go to that plank, and you're done with round 1. So whatever plank variation you want to take this first round, go ahead and be thinking about it. I'm going to start with a plank on my knees and my feet down. Whatever you're doing, let's get after it together. Pulling your belly button to your spine here. If you're on the floor, I want you to lift up out of your shoulders, keeping that neck extended. So not dropping our head down here, but having some integrity in the spine. Thinking of the neck is just an extension of the spine. And just keep breathing. If you need to, you can send the hips back, taking a break, and getting back into it as you build strength, working towards holding that plank for that full 45 seconds. Breathing deep here. You might feel a little shake, just your muscles working. You're saying, hey, we're fatigued. Let's lift it up. We're going to start over round 2. Grab a sip of water if you need it in between. We're going to start with that cross hop or that cross step. Squat hop, squat cross, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, let's get after it. Lift it up, lift. Bracing our core here as we get low, keeping our back flat. When we hop the feet out, we want to keep the toes facing the front. Lift. Then squeeze the inner thighs together as we cross. Again, you can always take that hop out. Stepping it side to side, just like that. Or you can add that hop. Whatever you want to do, it's your workout. Lift. Woo, feeling it. Keep it going. Almost there. Landing softly. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo. Letting our heart rate come down. We're going to go to those sprinter knees. So facing the left, we want to square our hips and shoulders here. Leaning forward, having our weight in that front leg. 3, 2, and 1. We're moving that knee forward, moving as fast as we can with control here. Hugging the arms. Breathe it out. Trying to keep that breath steady here. If you can, move a little faster, but if you need to, take it down. Focus on driving that knee up towards the chest. Bracing the core, belly button to our spine. Lift. Keep it going. Really shooting that knee forward. Breathe it out. Almost there. Keeping that front knee bent. 3, 2, and 1. Gotta get your footing on that last one. Almost lost my shoe. All right, we're just gonna take it to the other side. Finding our foundation first. Squaring our hips and our shoulders. Leaning forward, bending that front leg. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Driving that knee forward. Leaning forward as we pull our belly button to our spine. But we're not sucking in here. We're just bracing our core. Imagine if someone was going to hit you in the stomach. We want to keep our core tight, right? Hugging our arms so that we get our heart rate up. Just tapping that foot back. Breathing deep, of course. Keep it going. Driving that knee forward, tapping it back. Breathe it out. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shake it out. We're going to go to that good morning with the Oblique Crunch. So one thing we really want to focus on is keeping that back flat, dropping it down, and lifting it up. We want to keep our chest up so that we don't get dizzy going back and up. Let's get after it. An oblique crunch, right and left, pulling our shoulder down towards our hip. Breathing deep here. Breathe it out. Again, if that side crunch is not good for you, doesn't feel right, would you just cross it across? Cross it across. Lift it across. It's taking that shoulder to that opposite knee. Whatever you need to do, we're just working on the core, working on strengthening our core, standing, lift. Keep it going. Breathe it out. Drop it down, lift it up. See your elbows out wide. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and finish it. All right, right there. We're gonna go to that pike jump. We're gonna make our way to our mat. Getting ready. We got our hands, strengthening those shoulders. Dropping down. 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the hips up. Hopping it side to side. So imagine you have an object that you're trying to hop over here. Or taking that hop out. Stepping over. So we're really lifting the hips up. Trying to keep the shoulders over the wrist here. Again, you can hop it in the center. You can step it out. You can hop it side to side. You can come standing. Hopping side to side on the angle we're stepping if you need to. Lots of options today. Whatever option you're doing, ask them to give your best. Keep pushing. Most importantly, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Coming down, resting the shoulders for a moment. We're gonna go back to those commandos, that elbow drop, whatever you call it. Wiping our elbows off, maybe. Getting ready. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping our elbow down where our wrist is. Push back and forth. So it goes right, right, left, left. Again, you can always be on your knees here. Keeping our core tight, our back flat. Whatever you need to do. Working on strengthening those shoulders. And strengthening our core here. Trying to keep our hips still. Like I said, for me at least, it's probably the hardest part. Pressing away from the floor as you come up. Keep it going. Breathe it out. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop the knees. Getting off the shoulders for a moment before we come back into plank. Whatever variation you want to take the plank. I'm going to try a side plank this time with a variation here. And I drop my knee down, I lift it up. So the side planks, your shoulder needs to be in line with your elbow here. You can drop that lower knee here. It helps provide you a little more stability. Takes pressure out of your shoulder. But if you want to, you can lift those hips up, coming onto the sides of your feet, wherever you're at. Lifting the hips up, so not dropping the hips low. Pressing it up, working on our obliques. If you're in a side plank, just remember what side you're on, so that we can work the other side. Pressing it onto that shoulder. Breathing deep. Opening the chest. And 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. We're going to lift it up on to round 3, or last round. Giving it all we got. I'm grabbing you a sip of water if you need it. Or if you want to. Starting with that cross hop. 3, 2, and 1. Let's step it out. Cross it up. Squeezing the inner thighs. Breathing deep. Dropping our hips low. Again, trying to keep the feet square to the front. And being mindful of our knees. That our knees don't pass our toes here. So if your knees are passing your toes, you might need to hop it out wider. Again, you can always take that hop out. Stepping in, sending the hips back, but squeezing the inner thighs together here. Breathe it out, keeping our chest up. Lift. Almost there, finish it out. Best drop, right. Breathe it out. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shaking it out, catching your breath. Heart rate is up. We're gonna go that sprinter knee to Facing the left, squaring our hips and shoulders. Leaning forward, sitting that back leg back. Let's lift it up. 45 seconds. Let you go as fast as you can with control. Again, if you need to, slow it down. Focusing on crunching that knee up, tapping it back. Working on our balance here as well. Keeping your chest up. Breathe it out. Pumping the arms, fingertips to eyebrows. Keep going. Breathe it out. You can do it. Imagine the goal in front of you. What are you running towards this morning? Lift it up. Breathe deep. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out because we're going to the other side. We're going to find our foundation first. Squaring our hips and our shoulders. Sending that leg back in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Just driving that knee forward, keeping our back flat, our chest up. As we sink into that front leg with a little bounce here in that front leg. That's why we feel it in our glutes, right? Breathing deep, fingertips to eyebrows. Driving the knee forward. You might be squeaking if you're stepping in your sweat. But bracing our core here. Keep going. See if we can move a little faster. Drive that knee up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shaking it out. We're gonna go to that good morning with that oblique crunch, right and left. Maybe stepping side to side, catching your breath here. Fixing your hair if you need to. All right, 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Keeping a slight bend in our knees, and then driving that shoulder towards that hip here, working on our obliques. So again, slight bend in your knees, keeping our back flat, our chest up. If you need to, make it smaller here, lifting up. Or you can make it bigger. Also working the hamstrings and the glutes here as well. Breathe it out. Trying to bring that heart rate down while we still work the muscles, strengthening our core here. Breathe it out, so our whole core. Lift. Crunch it. 3, 2, give me 1 good morning, and 1. Alrighty. Getting ready for that pike jump. Dropping it down to the mat. Maybe wiping off your hands if you need to. Wiping off your forehead. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift it up. Hopping it side to side. Working on our shoulder stability and our core here. Again, you can hop it in the center before you hop it to the side. You can take that hop out entirely and step it side to side. Or you can come up and be off your shoulders. You can step it side to side here. Or add that little hop, bringing the feet together on a slight diagonal. Wherever you're at, keep breathing, keep pushing. Tell yourself you can. Breathe it out. Send the hips up high. Again, if you need to, taking those variations in between and bringing back into it. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower onto the knees. Letting the blood flow back to our shoulders, our fingertips. Before we go to that elbow drop, again, you can be on your knees or lifted here. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down right, pushing up right, and then left. So if you're sweating here, you might want to move over to a spot, or feel free to grab a towel, whatever you need to do. Maybe stopping in between, walking off your elbows, because we always want to stay safe, right? Breathing deep. Trying to keep that torso still. The feet are about hip width apart here. If you want to make it harder, bring the feet together. If you need to make it easier, stepping the feet out wider. Lift. Or you can always drop down to those knees. Almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's move hips back. Breathing deep. Having our little rest here. There we go. All right, if we did a side plank, we're gonna do it on the other side. I'm gonna flip on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up, whatever variation you're in. Bracing our core here. Bring our belly button to our spine. Breathing deep here. Lifting our hips up, so we're not dropping our hips down. We're not sinking our way into that shoulder. We're gonna lift up. Again, you can always extend both legs out if you want to. For me, it feels better for my shoulders if I have one knee down, because it doesn't just pull my weight into that shoulder. Breathing deep here. You might feel a little shake. That's okay. Your muscles are just saying, hey, we're tired. What are you doing? Lifting up, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop it down. We're gonna stretch it out. Let's set the feet apart, reach it up and forward here. Breathing into these hips. Maybe rocking side to side if it feels good for you. Stretching it over. Let's walk it over to our left. Then let's reach our right arm up and overhead. Trying to send that hip down so we're stretching through the lower back here. Let's come back down to that foot. We're going to walk it to the other side. You don't have to all the way be at your foot. If you're right here, this is okay. Working on our flexibility, so it comes over time. Alright, let's lift that left arm up overhead. Try to send that hip down. Again, you can be up here. Breathing deep into that lower back. Let's lift it up. We're going to bring the feet together. For a seated forward fold, let's lift it up, driving it forward. If you want to here, you can drop the neck or drop the chin to the chest. Again, you can be here, wherever you're at. We don't want to crank into that stretch, but over time, when we practice stretching, we become more flexible. Also, there's I don't remember how long it was, but a stretching video. So you can go to the media content in our group if you're wanting to be more flexible or just get a good stretch in. There's a couple different videos. You can scroll through our media to find it. Let's lift up. We're going to cross our right ankle over our left knee here. Bending that left knee, breathing into this stretch here. So you should feel it in your hips. If you don't, maybe walk that foot up a little closer to your chest. Sitting up tall, breathing into this hip. And then gently unraveling. We're going to take it to the other side, crossing that left ankle over the right knee, and bending that front knee. Again, you may be feeling the stretch with your leg extended. If you do, you can stay there. If you don't feel the stretch at all, walk that foot closer to your glute or your chest, and then press that knee out. Just stretch through that hip and that glute. All right, unraveling here. We're going to send the feet out long. Fingertips can either be to the side or facing the back. We're going to do a quick shoulder stretch. We're going to bend the knees if you want to, and lift up. You can always straighten your legs here and lift up. But I like to bend my knees just because I feel like it's more stable for my knees. Stretching through those shoulders. Let's come down to center. Let's cross our legs in front of us. We're going to open the chest here, so driving or leading with the chest, arching the back here, and then rounding through. So just as if we were in cat-cow, but we're seated. I'm going to round through, lifting up, coming forward, then rounding the spine. Lift, round through, getting one more, lifting, reading with the chest, and then rounding through the upper back. Alright, we're going to go into that ball stretch, just stretching through the Achilles here. Coming into a spot, this is not comfortable for you, go ahead and straighten the legs through a forward fold. We're just rolling through that foot, stretching the arches of our feet, back of our heel. And then we're going to all gently straighten the legs before forward fold. You can sway side to side or pedal those feet. And we're going to tuck the hips around through, reaching it up, interlacing the hands behind us. We're going to open the chest. Breathing deep. We're going to gently release the hands. We're going to interlace the fingertips in front, pressing the palms forward, rounding through the spine, tucking our hips, and then lifting up, stretching through the chest, the shoulders. All right, let's set the feet apart. We're going to reach the right arm up, over to the left. We're drawing a big circle here, lifting up and then sliding down that right side, pulling the shoulder back. Let's reach it up. We're going to do the same thing on the left, reaching it down towards our right, circling through, and lifting up and then sliding down that left side. And let's lift up, bend the knees, reach it down, and reach it up. One more, reach it down, and reach it up, bringing the hands together. You are done with your workout. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're feeling good, hope you're feeling sweaty, all of those things. I want to encourage you to stay active this weekend. Maybe get outside, go for a walk, play with your kids, whatever it is, get some sunshine. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, remember to keep living lightly.